of hope, a little touch of hope goes a long way, spreading color as we glide upon the grace. A little touch of hope, a little touch of hope goes a long way, turn to hide.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on your screens right here. Sorry for pointing the finger at you. Boop. Welcome, everybody. How are we all doing? Welcome to another TC Talks podcast. This week, our feature is we're going to be hosted by this guy over here. This guy. I have to make sure I put my finger like pointing properly, because otherwise it's like, I don't know. But it's all about wow. But we do have a lot of news to cover. But as always, this is the part of the podcast where we say hello and welcome to everybody watching. And we find out what these guys have been up to these past sort of, what was it? Did we do a podcast last week?
No.
Before, wasn't it? I think. 2 weeks ago.
Had a little break.
Has it been 2 weeks? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I feel a lot of that's going to be occurring on this.
Yeah. And it should only stay on this one podcast.
Well, just this one for us to say, wow.
Say as many times you want on this one.
Wow.
As many times as I want. Wow.
Yeah. Enjoy enjoy the podcast. This is Wow, hosted by Tom Culture. Tom Culture. That's the Irish version of our website, by the way. But let's cover the welcome point again. How have you both been?
Not too bad. I feel like winter is coming though, in the fact that I get up at 7 and it's actually dark, which I only noticed the other day. I went, it's actually quite dark.
Yeah. Well, I get up at 6 and it's still dark at 6.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, winter came for about an episode and it was just not worth watching.
Yeah. I'm the bastard of Winterfell. Well, I'm not, obviously. I mean, what a claim to fame that would be, though.
I know, yeah.
So before we start getting into this in any more depth, I'm going to address the elephant in the room, and that elephant is obviously there's only 3 of us again. One of our regular podtarians unfortunately came down with the I don't know if you people out there have heard, there's this pandemic going on at the moment, and there's this virus going around. Unfortunately, one of our guys did come down with it, but he's okay, he's on the mend, and he is apparently feeling human, which is a big statement for Dan.
Yeah.
You know, saying he feels human.
As well in chat the other day, he ate an onion and he couldn't taste it.
That's just a delicacy in Halifax.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I've never been to Halifax. So I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't want to. So obviously, no, you're not missing anything. So that's obviously why we have Crying Pikachu, because Jason's not about either. So you've just got us 3.
Yeah.
Which, it's not too bad a thing. But Jamond, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Work. Working from home makes it difficult to balance your time. But I have been catching up on my gaming backlog. Been playing a bit of Resi 3.
Nice.
That's enjoyable. I think I'm near, or someone mentioned I'm near the end, so maybe like an hour and a half left of that. And then I started Outer Worlds thanks to did a little poll on Twitter. I do that now and again when I can't decide between some of the new games, or some new games, new to me games, old games,
new to you games.
And Outer Worlds won the vote there, so I started that up. That's pretty good. Fallout in space, basically.
Yeah, it is a game that I am intrigued by. I played the first opening bit of it, where you go down through the little villagey bit and you find the ship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I stopped playing it at that point, not because I didn't think it was any good, but purely because I think my dinner was ready, or I wanted a cup of tea, something a bit more that I needed. So yeah, so it is a game that I want to dive back into.
I should play it because that whole game was built around accessibility.
This is true. So I mean, it is super colourful.
there's no colorblind mode as such because everything is taken care of in game. Apparently,
Oh, right,
Like, they've really gone for it, which I should play it purely for that
Yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
built for my eyes.
This is it.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Jay's just
Obsidian, isn't
opened
it?
the door to the sun there.
It's Obsidian, isn't it? So they're owned by Microsoft, so it doesn't surprise me that it's accessibility
I mean,
friendly.
I've never historically liked Obsidian purely because Star Wars Knights of the Republic 2, I won't go there, but it was bulked up on PC. But they have since got my my opinion of them back, especially that last game.
You mean they received your hate mail?
Yes.
All like 1,000 pieces of it. Actual R has joined the chat. She put, "Oh hi," and "Oh my god, do I have a sword?" FNAF. You do. You are a mod. I mean, it makes sense to have all of the TC team as moderators in our Twitch channel.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. See. Oh, Man Designs has the little Prime hat on as well.
Yeah, I've got a crown and a sword. Bring it.
Yeah, you're literally royalty. You know, that is the ultimate combo. It's like the combo breaker.
Hi, oh my god.
Yeah, what have you got? Oh my word. Oh yeah, you've got the sub badge.
Yeah, got a sub badge.
6
Good
months.
that.
6 month subscriber badge. He's subbed for 8 months. That is commitment.
That's the only time I think I've ever seen an RGB fan anywhere near Stu's name.
I know.
So, but yeah, hopefully, I'm glad you guys are all alright. It's been a funny old couple of weeks.
Yeah, and it's going to be a funny couple of weeks coming up, I expect, with
Yeah, but you know,
realistic
I mean,
scenarios.
a couple of weeks time, and then it's almost new console release dates. I mean, it's actually 4 weeks. Oh, wait, actually, let me count this. 1, 2.
It's about 3 weeks. And
It's
then
3
4
weeks to the
isn't it?
Xbox, 3 to the Xbox, 4 to the PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I get paid right in the middle of them.
I know you said you get paid on like the 15th, don't you?
Because I work in finance, we
Steal all the money.
We sort out our payments not at month end, so that we don't clash with other systems. So get paid on the
makes sense.
15th of each month, which means
Well, I get paid on the 30th of this month, and that's when my PlayStation 5 money is going to go out. And I'm going to see how much is left over to see whether or not I get a Series S or not. We'll see. R in the chat has put, she's had to cancel Prime because she's a poverty Annie.
does that mean she's an orphan?
But I think so.
Should be
I
more of a
do
twist, I feel.
anything for you. Oh, no, that's the wrong song.
That's Oliver Twist.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Oliver
that's
Twist.
Oliver Twist.
Yeah, I realise that. What's the song from Annie?
It's a Hard Not Life. That's Annie, isn't it?
No, that's Austin Powers. So,
Probably
yeah.
wasn't referencing Annie then.
Yeah, and then she put not you counting down or anything, Jay or me. That we're counting down to the next things. And Ishvir123 has put, want to get us a PS5? Not really. If I'm quite honest.
I mean, I can get you one, but it's going to live in my house, and you can never go near it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best offer I could offer as well. I'll take regular pictures and send it to you. In
Except
different
a little
states of
Instagram
undress.
for it.
You know, I'll take off one of its side panels for you one day, and
Market is not safe for work.
yeah, not safe for work. Send you a picture of my of your half-naked PS5 that's sitting on my desk.
You'd be able to see the cooler and upload it to OnlyFans.
Oh, that would be a good one, wouldn't it? Do you know what I'm looking forward to? And this is a bit of an aside to do with the PlayStations and the new consoles. Is I'm looking forward to making use of this little gadget that I have. Don't know if you can see that. If it's going to zoom in, it might not work because I've got the
looks like
blur.
a little camera.
It is a little camera, but what it is a heat vision thermal imaging camera.
Okay. Yeah, that's been a thing, hasn't it? After
It has,
some
yeah.
silly made up fanboy rumor about the Xbox burning someone.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then,
being as
all
hot as the
press
sun.
outlets- all the press outlets are like, no, look, it's fine. It's actually
Yeah,
cooler than
it's
the other
actually
consoles.
within like can't wait to see everyone strumming over their new consoles. I mean, you'll only get to see that if I send you pictures, which I'm more than willing to.
I'll be on World of Warcraft doing some dungeon runs.
More than likely, yeah.
More than likely. Like
A thermal imagine camera.
Imagination.
Sounds like something Disney.
Imagine all the PlayStations. You know, I can't remember what we're talking about now.
Consoles.
Stuff. Anyway, this is I'm now looking at my screen with my thermal imaging camera. I mean, it's pretty snazzy. I mean, if I turn it around that way, I mean, you can
See your big hot
What's that
face.
ghost behind you? Is a ghost, I think.
like I'm bothered. You know, you can see all the coldness through the side of the door and all that.
Except for that heat spot.
Yeah.
In the
But
shape
yeah,
of a person hanging from the ceiling.
but yeah, so that's my that's going to be probably one of the first things I do when I get my PlayStation 5 is just sit there and just take loads of videos of thermal imaging of the console. You know, which you know, it's fine. But anyway, enough about me. What about you, Stu? What's the news looking like? Let's bring the news. News time. It's the news.
News. Different various bits of different news this week. I've been collecting over the last 2 weeks. The first little bit, which will go on to a little bit what Jay has got. Officially, Doom Guy, Doom, his name is actually Doom Guy. Officially.
First name
Oh,
Doom.
you didn't have,
Second
but you
name-
did.
Oh, there's Coral. Coral has just joined the chat and has dropped the host on the stream.
Beautiful.
Auto host is a dum dum. That's fine. Yeah, this Doom Guy. His actual name is Doom Guy. I like the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual creator. Did you ever see High School, the Netflix series?
I've seen some of it, but I've not got to Doom yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Awesome. Any gamer or anybody who's interested in even my wife watched it. I really liked it. It is a good, solid documentary, and I highly recommend just watch it.
Is it a documentary?
Documentary, yeah. And the Doom one is pretty cool as well, because that's why I basically first started off on PC with really Doom and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I like a bit of Doom.
You're gonna watch
and
a
yes.
documentary.
Yeah, so Doom Guy's official name is Doom Guy.
I like that. It's not even like spelt differently at all. It's literally just Doom Guy.
Guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
I think it stemmed from a fan asking Romero if
Yes.
it was BJ Blazkowicz from the Wolfenstein franchise.
Yeah.
I think that's what stemmed the conversation. And then he just tweeted out saying, it's called
Doom
Doom Guy.
Yeah, just straight up. And he's the guy who created him is on Romero's on that documentary as well, which is again pretty good to watch. Pretty good.
Nice,
Some really
nice.
interesting stuff on it.
Nice.
But yes,
Yeah, Coral in the chat, Scram Growler, has asked how are we? Are we all okay?
Fine, thank you.
Surviving, I think they're
I
right.
haven't got an infection this week, so it's good.
You haven't been doing any DIY then?
I have, but I wore trousers. I bought a pair of trousers to do DIY.
I
Well,
will say, without context, just came out saying, I've got an infection.
Yeah, I don't have any infections this week. Obviously, everyone that's watching and listening now, people have listened to all of our previous podcasts, so they're well up with what's been going on in the world. Just saying. You
But
know.
if not, that's all I'm giving you.
Yeah, if not, Stu gets infected quite a lot
Quite a lot.
by trees.
Like trees and more things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Next little bit of tidbit information. This one I thought was a bit sad in a way. Star Wars Squadrons, pretty big hit, I think. Everybody seems to be jumping on it. Pretty fun game.
Apart from Jay.
Yeah,
Jay,
I've not got round to it yet.
yeah, you haven't actually
I
jumped on.
want it.
It's only 21 quid at the moment on PC.
True,
Jumped on
yeah.
quite quick, so you can use your RTX on it. But basically, except for what's the word? Kind of like bug fixes, that kind of thing.
Patches.
Yeah, like say the usual sort of stuff from games. But basically, you won't be seeing any new maps. You won't be seeing anything new. Basically, what you see is essentially what you're getting.
I think the thing with Squadrons is obviously they released this game, Star Wars licensed, at £35. Now, that to me sounds like they've just created this little game based on the back of the Star Wars VR, Battlefront VR mission, just to see how a full game would react and how it would be received.
Yeah.
And now what
quite
we'll see is you'll see more games along that kind of ilk. Like maybe like a remastered TIE Fighter. The Star Wars TIE Fighter or whatever it was called.
That would be X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, or Rogue Squadrons, yeah.
Yeah, I actually played that a little bit on GameCube when I worked in game. That was one of the things that I actually played. It was quite a good game now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's slightly sad because it's a game that you can add so many maps and stuff to it. But basically, it is what you see is what you get. They'll keep it alive, like the server's alive, and keep it patched and stuff like that. But yes, it's kind of sad. But I think you're right there, Stu. I think it's kind of a bit of an extended demo.
Yeah.
Not quite there, but it's not far off from that. A little bit juicier than a demo, but just to see how well it goes. And I even bought
It came out cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I even pre-ordered
Super cheap.
24 quid. That's
Even
cheap.
full price. Full price digital on the PlayStation Store was £35.
Yeah.
And that's
That is how you know it is not a full title, as it were.
Because there's another game that I'm interested in coming out soon called Falconeers,
Yes.
where you're all on big birds and it's a big sort of battle flying game as well.
I've seen that somewhere. Is it on Game Pass? Was that
No, well, who knows? Everything
No,
else.
you're
is-
thinking of Astroneer.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Falconeers looks really cool. So I'm planning on getting, even if it's a cheap one, one of the flight sticks. Get Star Wars, get that.
Yeah, I picked up the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Jay, have
And
you
it's
not seen the? There's a guy on YouTube that 3D prints adapters for the controllers.
Yeah. I've got the
Yeah.
files for it. I just
Have you
haven't got
seen?
round to
He's
testing it out.
recent. There's a guy recently released a video of him turning the PlayStation controller into an actual flight yoke as well.
Yeah, I've got all the print files for that because I do have a 3D printer, of course, and I've seen
Obviously,
like
that's
the
why I
twin
said
ones.
it. It's not just a random comment to you.
Well, it could have
There is
been.
context behind it.
We're in the news section.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's that's not a bad idea. When Falconeers comes out, get yourself a flight stick, get Squadrons, get a VR.
Yeah, because I plan on getting, even if it's just a cheaper one to begin with, one that works on the Xbox and PC, because I think both of those games are cross-play and things like that, so I'll be able to just jump between devices and enjoy them. I really do want Star Wars one, because I am a big Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, you geek. Coral in the chat has just said the small woke up. She's good, thanks, recovering well. Always feel like I miss when you're live, and I don't know why. Well, I can tell you the reason why is this is generally the only stream that we do regularly on a week at the moment. And that, I mean, you can hit that bell. Ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
But yeah, that's the reason why I have stopped regular streams. I'm going to go to like new game streams and stuff like that. If a big new title comes out, like I might do one for Dirt 5 when that comes out on the PS5, that kind of thing. So that's the reason why, and what have you. So But it's fine. It's fine. We don't expect people to be here and watch us live. This is just a bit of an advanced preview for those people that want to come watch us live to hear what the podcast is going to sound like.
Yep, pretty much.
Pretty much. So news. Next on the news, then, Stupot.
Next is the one that hit, which is I'm going to touch on a little bit more later on, but obviously World of Warcraft Shadowlands got delayed. Looks like it's December now. Looks like it's the date that they're looking at, and I think the majority of the fan base is happy with that. They are happy for it to be delayed and as close to polished instead of rushed out and patched. Just the same as any other game. So that was like kind of a big one, but also that's fine as well. And I'll touch on a little bit about that later.
Have people already played it? Like, has there been like betas or anything?
Yeah, so beta, actually, AR found out the other day when we were talking, she's been a beta, she could actually play beta for like the last few weeks. She didn't realize. So yeah, so they seem to be dropping in people's account. There's a separate server you go play on, and they've had, as expected with WoW, you have a lot of feedback. So yeah, so from that, I guess that's why they've delayed it, and they are the sort of thing that they will delay something if they're not happy as well. I mean, it's currently sat at just over 7 million active subscribing users at the moment. It's had a nice spike because of Shadowlands, so yeah, doing pretty well still. So yeah, so that's like sad but okay. I'll talk about the pre-patch that dropped this week, which is humongous. But I'll talk about that later anyway. Humongous. Yes. What other news we got? Actually, I'm going to touch on. We talked about Baldur's Gate the other week. A £50 alpha.
Yeah.
Well, it sold 1 million copies in a week.
Yeah, well, it's got a massive fan base, though, doesn't it?
Oh my god! Like,
yeah,
I think we had a little diss about it. Oh, alpha.
Stu, put it this way: it's like if Blizzard released a World of Warcraft themed toaster.
Yeah, everybody would be jumping on that. Yeah, pretty much. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised purely because of the price tag is so high, especially for PC games. It's high.
Yeah.
But,
that's standard though now for a new title. That's the ridiculousness of it all.
I know, and I hate it, but what am I gonna do? Wait. Wait, like I always do.
Wait. Wait, or get your requests in earlier.
Or that, yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3 has been anticipated for so long that when they announced it, was it last year, the year before? Yes, it was like, boom. Everyone was like,
take my money. Take my money. So catch us on the chat. Coral, yes, every Tuesday we are on at 9 p.m. usually. Not every Tuesday, but we try and do it as regularly as possible. I heard there was a great new tips guide called Ulf's Tips for WoW newcomers.
Oh, yes, that's very true. Ulf put his first tip out today.
He did. I saw that. It was nice of him to get that out today.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
I'm going to ask him, hopefully this evening or tomorrow morning, see if he's got any more tips.
I'm sure he's got a bot set up.
Perhaps he's got an Ulf bot. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Ulf bot. Oh my.
He has got tips, and it's mainly for people who haven't played it for a while, or people thinking of picking it up, which is actually a good time to jump on it, which I'll explain later.
Well, if there's time.
It's time. Yeah.
Me and Jay are just going to take up all of the podcast time and go, you've got 2 minutes.
No, I'll be quick. But I've got some tips for just general stuff, mainly from this pre-patch that came out. There's a lot going on. It's changed a lot. So even I got a little bit confused by stuff, and I had to go dig out stuff. And obviously, if I find tips, I tell Ulf and tell him to put him out on Twitter.
You do realise you're going to have to cosplay as Ulf one stream.
I do have a Thor helmet. Yeah,
I was going to say you can't be that far off it. To be fair,
yeah, not far.
You kind of strike me as the kind of person that when creating a character, you make it in your likeness.
Not far off, yeah, or as close to. But even though he's a dwarf, I tried to make him as close to him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes, we just have.
I was on board with that.
Yeah. Okay. So perhaps one week. Perhaps
maybe we'll do that for like a Christmas stream or something like that. A Christmas podcast. We'll all have to dress up as a character.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be good. We'll do that. Perhaps
Jay
I should
have
actually.
we'll have to put like a gone.
I would say perhaps I should actually.
You say that again. Say that again, Jay. I missed that.
I've got a Baymax costume, so I can just sit as Baymax. It's fine.
Amazing.
I can just be like, hello.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I actually don't have any costumes at all.
I don't either, no.
I can come as Leisure Suit Larry.
Cool. Anyway, next bit of news. It's not really news as such. It's just more because I'm sad at the moment with Game Pass.
Why?
But yeah, why? Because we're getting stuff behind.
We
console.
we can't be sad about Game Pass. That's not what we do here at Thumb Culture.
That's illegal.
Do you not get the
I have
memo?
a slight frown, not all the way, but just more like, you're missing us again. We had this once, Microsoft. Where's our time? Anyway, EA Play will be joining Xbox Game Pass for PC in December, so not too much.
Yeah.
We will get it.
Do we know what level of EA Play it is? Is it just the standard 10-hour trial version?
I think the other one's called EA Play something, isn't it?
Play Pro.
Yeah,
Play Pro. EA Play Pro.
So it's just EA Play, which gets you all.
Because how are they gonna work that out with Game Pass? Are they just going to put the Vault games in there rather than the trials?
Yeah. No, it will be both. It's going to be the Vault games and the trials, and I think you get like a discount.
Yeah, you get a 10% discount on EA stuff.
So it's all of that.
Well.
I think because EA Play, at least on console, it has its own app. So I would imagine it's just a verification thing, and you probably run the EA app separately, but it's all just as if you've got a membership, just a validation, like a handshake between the apps, really.
Yeah, a bit like discs in these day and age in consoles.
But you do get the trials and stuff. Which is really cool.
Actual R has said, does PlayStation have something like Game Pass? Just out of interest, it has nothing like Game Pass. And for people that say PS Now is like Game Pass, need to get in the sea.
Yeah,
because PS Now is nothing like Game Pass.
Yeah, they do have something called
I haven't
PS
used
Now.
much on PC, so it can't be that good.
PS
Have
Now
a look at PS Now. Yeah,
is fine. It's just not near the level of Game Pass.
I mean, that's fine on the loosest of terms.
It's
really
quite expensive, and
you don't get any new first-party titles on release.
And I think if it's not PlayStation 4, you have to stream it. There's no download option. You can only stream the older stuff. So it's there. They could evolve it, and they could actually compete, I think, but they're just choosing not to.
Yeah, which is bizarre because they've got the infrastructure for the system there.
Yeah, because they started that by buying someone, didn't they? Sony bought someone to enable it back in the day. I can't remember what they were called now.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember that now.
Weren't they running like stacks of old PlayStation 3s or something like that?
Yeah. So they basically started it off with, this purchase of a company that I can't remember the name of, and had it all set up, and they could have been.
Because that came first, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It's been out for a while, PS Now, but it was always a bit of an afterthought, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you got to look at the games that are on there, and like Spider-Man has only just come to it in the last month or so, and that's a game that's been out for 12 months.
It was 2018, I think.
Was
Spider-Man.
it Spider-Man
2 years.
2018? Jesus.
So,
So that's the kind of timescales. You know, if it was Game Pass on Xbox, you'd have it, you know, day dot, basically.
yeah, and you can just download everything, and it's just like it almost just feels like your library rather than.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost native that this is my selection of games that I can play.
Yeah. I mean, I did download Crazy Taxi from it and play that a few times.
What, PS4?
So, yeah. All these other games that I could have played, and I chose Crazy Taxi. That tells you what level of games are on there.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's probably a good set, like if you're going to get a PS5, and you're new to the ecosystem, probably worth checking out because you might have missed some of these older games, but I can't imagine you'll have a sub for long.
No. I think I had one for a week. And that was the trial. So, never mind. But yeah, Game Pass rocks. PlayStation Now, not so much.
Yes, and that's basically it for the news.
Well, I've spotted one that you've got on there, and it's about why Football Manager 2021 is on Xbox Series X, but not PlayStation 5.
This was
And apparently, isn't the whole upshot of that is because PlayStation just didn't get back to them. Sports Interactive, they didn't respond back to anyone.
That's literally it. There's no other reason than PlayStation didn't come back with a dev kit, so they literally couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I don't think PlayStation 5 users will worry too much about there not being Football Manager on there.
I can't imagine there's a big market for it.
Football Manager, definitely people who want it on Steam. Mobile versions is not too bad.
Yeah.
But if you're a Football Manager, you want a full-blown version, usually on Steam. That's where you sit down and play.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think, actually, this is a prime candidate for Game Pass. From my understanding, I don't know.
2020 is in Game Pass.
I was going to say 2020 is already on there, so
because then you can just stream it to your phone. You've got a mobile version of it, surely.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it on my iPad that I use when I'm waiting, like when I'm waiting to start work and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not cross-save.
Yeah, so that would be good for xCloud. And like I said, there's rumors they might be dropping the same day on Game Pass, but that's just pure rumors, you know, the Sega stuff, whatnot. That
the
was going
Sega
on.
stuff's weird.
I know. It's really strange.
But who knows with Microsoft these days?
Yeah, so
Well, this is it.
Cool. But you are right. Football Manager is definitely a game on Game Pass where it changes every year, and it would make sense. And with xCloud, you go on your phone, anyway.
Yeah.
So job done.
And then Doom on a fridge.
Yeah, Doom. The Eternal, newest one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eternal.
Basically, because that's one of the ones you can stream. They used, they shoved Game Pass on their Android fridge. I think it's a Samsung fridge that's got one of those interfaces. Just playing Doom on their fridge.
Yeah.
As you do. Getting the milk, killing some grunts, you know.
What?
It's probably quite handy to have if you're cooking. Just have a game
I don't
paused
know. You'd
over
end
in
up
the
burning
corner.
your food, wouldn't you?
I don't know the point of a screen on your fridge yet. I'm sure there's a better reason.
Doom.
Doom, yeah. Well,
Doom.
I mean, we just said it. It's like, isn't the only reason to buy a pregnancy test so you can play Doom?
Yeah.
It's a Doom guy.
Yeah.
It's a Doom guy.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, Bethesda should really license pregnancy tests.
That's it though. Yeah.
You're having a Doom guy. I don't know. But yeah, that was the only other part of the news that I wanted to bring up was
Not
was
the
Football
usual
Manager.
bunch of news out of usual sites, but we like to be a bit different.
I mean, that's very true.
That Football Manager one is quite interesting, though, that Sony, for whatever reason, haven't been sending some of the perhaps smaller studios, I don't know, dev kits. That is a bit odd.
Yeah. The thing is, though, Sports Interactive, even though they are a smaller studio, there's such a cult following
Yeah.
for Football Manager.
And it is Sega, isn't it? As
Yeah.
you say. So are they part of Sega, or are they independent?
Yeah, I think Sega are the publisher and Sports Interactive are the
They're not
developers.
owned by Sega or anything. So yeah, it's just interesting. Yeah, I wonder if there are any other indie developers out there that are struggling, on both sides to get the dev kits.
Yes.
Just with it being obviously the new hardware, I don't know.
Well, time will tell, or it probably won't. But that brings us onto the reason why everybody came here this evening is the feature of the
matinee.
and that is we're going to talk to us. To be fair, me and Jay probably aren't going to do much talking for the next 15 to 20 minutes. I imagine, it's going to be Stu basically going, wow, a lot. As you may have noticed, this podcast is called WoW. To the eagle-eyed amongst you, you may notice that it's spelt with a big W, little W, big W, little O, and another big W, which means obviously we are talking World of Warcraft. And Stu is going to try and convince me and Jay why it is amazing. Now, I've dabbled slightly.
Yeah.
I'm currently a level 10 something. I couldn't tell you what I was.
You're a paladin.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Oh, straight off the bat.
Based on Shadowlands is the new expansion, isn't it?
Yes.
I like that little glance to the screen then to make sure.
Just double checking because I've got I
like it.
The Discord open. As I understand it at the moment, you can pretty much only play it with a mouse and keyboard because you've obviously got a bajillion macros and numbers and all this sort of stuff.
You haven't seen my UI, which I should.
You don't have to have macros, just
no,
but
it's the general way. But I heard, and I don't know if it was just someone speculating, that you could play Shadowlands with a pad. Is that true?
Heard of that? I have yet to see much of it. Or it was only on comments on Reddit that people. I don't know if people. I haven't seen really many screenshots yet of Shadowlands because in beta, it's not open beta. I don't know. Perhaps they experiment with something. To be fair, you can map any keys to anything you want, and I could map it to my control pad if I wanted to now.
Yeah.
I could use my HOTAS.
Keys. Yeah, you could do that with a HOTAS.
The reason I ask is because I seem to remember a little while ago, a few months ago, I think a ratings thing leaked, didn't it, for a console version?
Yeah,
which would be interesting for the player base.
Interesting. And again, this is just rumors on me traveling around WoW Reddit. There seem to be either people saying it could be coming to console. Cool. Wicked. Well, why not? They'll have to have maybe a Diablo style kind of system of equipping your talents. So you've got 4 at one time, basically. That's your core. Perhaps they'll do something like that.
You've got 4 shoulder buttons.
Yeah, and you've got different things going on there. You could probably map it to 8. We have the A, X, whatever else is on there.
You could almost, like, that kind of control system would almost benefit like a shift button, almost like using like L1 as an alternate button to change the like. So you got your X, you got your face buttons, but if you hold L1. Yeah, but those buttons on the back are related to buttons on the front. They're not separate buttons.
No, you can't make them separate.
Well, yeah, I know you can, but not everybody's got one of those controllers.
I don't care.
Okay, so Blizzard, please make it for Jay. All right?
Yeah.
Because quoted, he doesn't care.
Yeah. So I've seen bits and pieces. The other flip side of it, though, a lot of people are rumoring that maybe the next expansion's coming to Game Pass or PC. That
just
was
the expansion, though.
But it might just be the expansion, so you may have to pay you $9.99 a month on top of that.
Well, I was about to say that. How would that work?
I don't know. I mean, I was saying to you earlier, the last record I saw at the moment, currently active subscribers, is 7.1 million subscribers. that is a buttload of money Microsoft need to be playing to Blizzard if they're going to be putting that into
I
their
can't
game.
see that happening.
So I can't see that happening either. No. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think Destiny 2 is the only game that's actually added DLC to Game Pass.
Yeah, and that's coming up day one, and you can link up your Steam.
Yeah.
Job done.
I can't see WoW doing that.
Like literally,
No.
World of Warcraft brings in so much money for Blizzard. It would be really bizarre to see that, but also kudos if they pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say it's $10 a month?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
once
the
you
other
get past
part
level
of
20.
World of Warcraft. It's $9.99 a month, and
7
that puts
million
off a lot.
subs. So that's $70 million.
That's assuming everyone buys it.
Yeah, but if they've got 7 million players, are they not all paying? Is that not how it works?
You can't, like, Stu isn't playing now, paying until he hits level 20. I think it's free to play. So you can play to level 20, get, see how it's looking, see how it's going, if you like it or not. So that's not too bad. But I think we need to. This is why I'm going to explain about World of Warcraft. So World of Warcraft in 2004 when it came out was something else. It was groundbreaking. I would even say it. There were games before it that did do it, but World of Warcraft did it bigger. And the one massive thing that I loved, and this is the hook, this is the drug of World of Warcraft, is the social aspect of playing with your friends. And back in 2004, humongous. Because that never really existed on a scale of like 40, 50 people in a guild, you've got loads of people in one place, and any quests together.
Oh, come on, you never had 40 to 50 friends.
No, it was about 12 of us. But, the idea that you had these communities building up from World of Warcraft and still exist today. And a lot of people I know, except for 2 people I went to school with, other people I know is people I met through World of Warcraft back then.
Yeah.
And I still talk to them now. And sometimes we drop in and out. They're on different servers. So, you split your ways. But this is the whole idea of like, this is my first proper online. Wait, you can have friends that you don't see face to face. So this is.
I kind of like it that way with my friends.
I mean, the thing is though, that you are going to have so much more in common probably as well, and that's where you want to log in every day. Hey, how you doing? Let's go quest. Yeah, let's go quest. And that's the hook for me. That has always been a hook. World of Warcraft is chasing that dragon of going online playing.
All right, well, she.
Yeah.
So you've paid £10 a month since
It's basically
2004
No, I stopped in 2011
for like a month.
Until
he took 2 weeks off, so didn't cancel his subscription.
no, I actually just stopped playing. A lot of people I knew went off different ways, playing different games and stuff like that. So I stopped in 2011. Came back on and off up until then. Until recently, I've gone back onto it. So I've had about 9 years off it, to be fair. But I have jumped in and out now and then. But
Do you know what makes it worse? Do you know what makes it worse, though, Stu? Is because obviously certain members of the Thumb Culture team are also dipping into Warcraft. So that buzz and that talk is rife in there.
Humongous, yeah, and that's why I've gone back to it big time, because it's
He hasn't asked me if I want to join a guild,
those cool memories of it, and that's for me. That's the hook. And trying to get people that hopefully not get a hook, because obviously you spend $9.99 a month, but that's the idea, is to get that same hook into people, to talk about it daily, different things. Hey, I do this quest. Oh, you're doing a run tonight. Let's go on a dungeon run tonight. Stuff like that. That's where it all starts, and that's where it's a social game, basically. It's the best way to describe it. Yeah, you can quest by yourself, but
yeah, I always just had images of the South Park episode.
Yeah, it's not quite like it. It's not far off. You can have it like that. It's weird. You can do that and not do that at the same time. You could play the game any way you want. You know?
Carmen needing to go to the toilet. Well,
yeah.
Tell you how you can't play it. Like
on a console.
Yes.
Which was always weird. Why it was World of Warcraft, not like World of Diablo, because that would have made more sense over Warcraft.
Yep.
Because Warcraft was, like you said, it's an RTS. So when everybody kept going, "Is this an RTS?" Everyone's like, "No, it's not. It's an RPG."
It's a
I remember the whole thing. That's that.
It's a MMORPG.
Yes, the MMORPG. Yeah, it's everybody. I remember when it was coming out. We had the beta keys when I worked in game as well, and we were like, "Is this RTS?" Like loads of people were confused by it. It's kind of funny, and now it's flipped around the other way. I bet there's not too many people remember the RTS anymore.
No, it's been a long time since we had that. They did a
Reforged.
Yeah, but apparently it did not go down very well.
I was looking at that. Apparently, some fan mod done a better version than Blizzard doing the Reforged, as it does. You know, they actually done a better version of it than what Blizzard did. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they got most of their people on World of Warcraft because it's their biggest earner. And why wouldn't you? You know, why wouldn't you? And recently for Shadowlands, they got it's called pre-patch 9.0.1. Means nothing to most people. Humongous in World of Warcraft because it's having a level squash. So it was going up each expansion pack that went up to 120, and now it's coming back down to the original level 60. But the pre-patch only gets you far as 50. When Shadowlands comes out, then you can make your way from 50 to 60. And to me, World of Warcraft, being an old school player, 60 is the max. You know, that was always like the thing. So a lot of people are happy about it. I think probably because Classic came out, and that was pretty big when Classic came back. And I think they kind of jumped back on that. But what they've also done as well, they've got this thing called Chromie. Chromie's a little gnome that does different time things. So when you're leveling 1 to 49, you can choose any time zone. You can do Classic. You can do any of the expansions. It's actually really done so well. That's why I put out my little tip today. Because if we do hit level 50, you can no longer go back to those expansions.
Whoa, back up. Are you saying you're Ulf? Is that what you're revealing?
Yes. Ulf.
Oh, wow. I mean, I don't think I can take anymore.
I know.
It's just wow.
Wow. See, look, that's what it's called. Wow. But yeah, it's like if you ever was into World of Warcraft, especially back in the day, it is hard to kick. It is hard to kick the habit of that. It's a strange one. And of course, you two have never played it either. Like,
well, I've
like hardcore, I guess.
I've played it. You know, one of the free trials for a month and all that business. I think even before all the expansions, you know, I played it many years ago. Back when I went to uni, I got into Guild Wars, the first Guild Wars, because it was free. Yeah. But I got into that because I tried World of Warcraft. Went, this is good, but I'm a student and I can't afford it. So I went on to Guild Wars, which was free. You paid bought the game, but you didn't have a subscription. And I did play that quite a lot. To be fair,
it came out. I want to say it was around about the second expansion. I could be absolutely wrong about that, mind. But it was maybe a year or two, maybe after World of Warcraft, perhaps.
Guild Wars was 2005.
Oh, a year after.
So that'll be when I was playing it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I know a good few people did play that because they just didn't want to pay the $9.99 a month. And that has always been the caveat to World of Warcraft. It's the £10 stuff, and especially back in 2004, where nowadays you got different passes, do different things. Maybe it doesn't seem so bad, perhaps. Back, even 5 years ago, you didn't really have too many of these passes anymore. $9.99 a month to play a game. So I think this is why it's a little bit more of an increased comeback with the latest patch, because people don't mind paying £10 for their season. They kind of see it as a season pass, I guess, at this point, you know. And I bet if they rebrand it like that, they might get more people take up the sub. I'm not too sure, but
is it all covered by the sub? You don't have to buy the expansions separately or anything, or?
So currently, if you subscribe, you get all the current expansions. When Shadowlands comes out, it's a £35 game. So you've got to buy it. Yes. And pay per month. But they've been doing this since 2004. A million still buy it. Like, at the end of the day, it's harsh. But if people are paying it, why change it? I guess it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, and it's one of those... Go on.
I was going to say, if you sub now, though, you get all the current stuff free.
Yes, you get everything up until that point.
But I'm guessing they announced that at some point. So Shadowlands won't be free until maybe a year's time or something for new subs.
Usually when the next expansion is here, you will get it. So whenever, if it's another one after or whatever, that's when usually you get it, basically. But at the end of the day, people pay their $9.99 a month on them, and that's £35 for the base version. You got 3 tiers of different jolly goodness.
It's mad, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and like the top one is £80, and you get like a bunch of mounts and pets and all that sort of stuff. And there'd be a lot of people paying it. The one they had BlizzCon last year, and it was £15 to watch it online, but you get some in-game stuff. Apparently the servers were overloaded. Like, it's massive.
Yeah.
Still. Like,
I think sometimes you forget how like massive that the game is.
Yeah, I think, and to be fair, even sometimes I forget in myself when I'm playing it. I think, oh, it's World of Warcraft. Been out since 2004. Still humongous. Still humongous, and still quite relevant, to be honest, in the whole world. They always do new different things to, get everybody in the same world with different instances. Like, they've done a lot of that stuff on servers. They've done a lot of work that a lot of companies now use for their games from what they've made. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think a lot of people just forget Warcraft exists.
Yeah. I seem to remember they had some issues a few years ago, didn't they, where subs dramatically dropped off, but it must have picked up again.
Yes, so that was not... I'm trying to remember which expansion it was. It was not the last expansion, it was the one before that. So that was just after Miss Pandera, the pandas came in. I think it went as low as around about 3 million users.
Oh, so still a lot then.
Oh yeah,
no.
Like
That's like, why even bother?
Their peak is
Shut it down.
12 million. Their
Get rid
lowest
of
is
it.
about 3 million. It's still quite a lot for like, and most games out there would love 3 million active subs a month. Like nobody would wince at that. But yeah, it went down to about 3 mil. That's, I guess, it's not official stats because obviously Blizzard will not tell you exactly how many, but they go by like who's online, stuff like that. You've got a lot of stat sites kind of tracking it, But
It'd be interesting to know what. I was just going to say, it'd be interesting to know what the concurrent users number is.
There is a site, I was looking at it earlier, so that was me looking at it this morning, and on the EU servers, it was just over 1 million concurrent users.
Blimey.
Wow.
And that's not to the fact that you got American servers. I think it's about 5 locations they got, roughly.
Yeah.
There are stats online that you can look at active users all the time. And obviously, America would have been a bed like 8 o'clock this morning, so probably a few less users on then,
All right. I'm just having a look at the concurrent users of. See if I can find like a number of another game's worth of concurrent users.
League of Legends is always the big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
With it being free helps, of course.
Oh yeah, I mean that will help massively.
Yeah. So the peak on League of Legends as at earlier this year. It's probably changed a bit since. 50 million daily users.
Jesus.
115 million
Wow.
is their player count.
Oh,
But it is free. It is free.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm just looking at MMOpopulations.com, how accurate this is. It's number 1 ranked MMO, World of Warcraft. Total players is 1.249 million. Total players or subscribers, it is telling me. And this month, there's been 4.87 million players per day this month. Sorry, World of Warcraft are estimated of 4.8 million players per day this month.
It's only a couple.
Yes.
It's only a couple, yeah.
It's all this spare time everybody's got.
They're never going to make Warcraft 4.
I mean, didn't they just cancel production on StarCraft 2? There's no active support or something.
Yeah, something like that.
They did it for like Heroes of the Storm, the card game or something. They stopped support on. Like they just dropped in support. And they're like, look, WoW is big.
Was that game we tried last year at EGX?
Heroes of the Storm
What
is
was
the
that?
League of Legends for Blizzard.
Yeah,
What was that one that we played?
it was the League of Legends one we played.
Yeah.
And it was very similar to the Blizzard one.
Yeah,
I think
that's Heroes of the Storm.
okay, I go the wrong way around. But yeah, it's just, I guess because WoW is just so big. Why would you do anything else? Like, you know, if the numbers are dropping,
Because Jay wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather have StarCraft 3 to be fair, because StarCraft is better.
I never played StarCraft 2. I was mad about StarCraft 1.
Yeah, I only played a little bit of StarCraft 2 to be fair. Just playing WoW.
Yeah. I've not done much of the story, but I played it a lot, you know, skirmishes and stuff.
Yeah.
But the other big one for Blizzard's Overwatch, isn't it? Overwatch has been huge.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge for tournaments, but apparently they don't bring in as much money for the game because there's no sub or anything like that. They rely on loot boxes.
Yeah, loot boxes.
Oh, I still got to buy the game up one, but it's the loot boxes they rely on. Obviously, the tournaments are millions of pounds. It's humongous. So that side of it will bring in. But like compared to like, I was looking at a thing there like a few weeks back, like compared to the game, bringing each one, the amount of money the World of Warcraft does, that's why all the fingers are pointing to World of Warcraft to pump in the money, you know?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Does make sense. But, so final thoughts, Stu? So obviously you're all for Warcraft, you know?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you've never played it at the moment, this patch has just come out. It's really good for newbies. Number one, you get to experience any expansion you fancy in any way you want to play it, and it guides you through it very well. They have a buddy system now, so if somebody's level 50, you can tag up with them and they can literally hold your hand through different experiences and kind of guide you. That's kind of cool as well. And it is if you want to get into it now is the time to do it before Shadowlands comes out.
There you go. You've heard it here. Now is the time to get involved. I have to also admit, it's my first experience of ever seeing anybody get hit on in a game was watching Stu play World of Warcraft last year.
That was so random, wasn't it? That was so random.
Yeah.
I was in a dungeon. Yeah. Oh my god. It doesn't happen.
Who did you hit on?
There was a guy hitting on me.
I mean, we assume it was a guy.
Yeah, we'll assume it was a guy. The character was a guy.
Was it R? Was it R?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, so there you go. If you are interested in diving into World of Warcraft, now is the time.
Yes.
Now for WoW.
Now for WoW.
Now. A few of us, and we're running some dungeon runs this Friday.
Yeah. I was just about to say, someone's
jump in the Discord because that's where you there's even am I
Yes.
right in thinking we've got a channel? Yeah, we have.
There is a
We have
dedicated WoW channel.
WoW channel because we overtook it one day for
Yeah, that's
2
also
hours.
the other reason why we've also got a food chat channel that no
Yes.
buggers used.
I forgot about.
You know, because yeah, I just can't even.
Yeah, so yeah, we've got our own little channel to talk in. Everybody's always happy to help if you're starting out. Any tips or tricks? If you want to be a healer, I'll help you.
I wanna be a healer to the morning night. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
We've run over slightly, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's almost Christmas. Anybody know how many days it is till Christmas?
Don't care.
Oh, no.
Don't care. Don't care. That's
Can't
nice, isn't it?
afford it.
Well,
About
Don't
3
miss
weeks
it.
till my Christmas, and then a second
Oh.
Christmas in about 4 weeks.
well, in 20 days, it's my birthday.
Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
just saying.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Any good?
Nothing.
Did exactly what I did. It was locked down, so I had to stay in.
Yeah, probably working.
No, I did
yeah.
have ice cream delivered. Ice cream
Delivered?
We did that. Yeah, we
delivered.
did the
There's a new
same.
place opened up, and I had this sundae with a crunchy in it. Yes, a crunchy. And like
On a
all this
sundae?
on a Sunday, like a ice cream sundae thing.
And
Did you on a Sunday though?
No, it was Saturday, so it was a day late. But
Oh,
it was my birthday, so whatever.
it's
It was
anything.
luck.
Anything can goes. I might actually look at that. Problem is, if I bought myself ice cream, I'd have to share it with Max.
Not if you get it delivered now.
Oh, I could get it delivered now, couldn't I? Did somebody say just eat? Ooh. Although, don't ever say to put. You know when they put like notes on like you just eat orders. Don't ever put a note saying please not quietly because my son's asleep because you know you're worried that you're gonna get caught out eating at the thing. And they literally they must have kicked the letterbox.
Oh no way.
Not as good as the Amazon man that I actually caught kicking or pushing a bit of post through the letterbox with his feet. That was fun.
Brilliant.
Very good.
Basically posted it a little bit through and then was just like,
Pow.
yeah. But yeah. Anyway, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you're in the chat, if you listen to us on the podcasting apps, thank you very much for listening to us rabbit on for an hour. We enjoy this, and it's only going to get more intense as we have the run up to the new consoles. When new information gets released and launched and things like that. I mean, this evening we didn't even talk about the PlayStation UX that got announced and shown off in the last week or so. You know, we didn't even touch really on the news reports that the Xbox can heat your house during the winter, and obviously subsequent reports that state that was just
completely debunked.
rubbish. yeah. So obviously, I think as we're leading up to the release of these consoles, you probably will find us talking a bit more about them. I think, especially with us, or not Stu, but us two. Picking up the next gen consoles obviously Jay's getting them all, and I'm getting them in one form. I also didn't mention that. Yeah,
as I said, I'd be surprised if Sony and Microsoft don't have something planned as well. Some sort of
They've got
small
to.
event.
They've got to. I think. I also didn't tell you about that, did I?
I can't see what that is.
I know it's all blurry. There we go.
Facebook goggles.
Facebook goggles, yeah. Facebook glass.
You can watch your timeline.
Timeline flashing before your eyes.
Do you know, it's a very, very impressive piece of kit. I actually or side graded from a Rift S to it. So yeah, it's good. It's good. But yeah, so obviously as we lead up to the new consoles being launched, we'll have lots more stuff to talk about. albeit games and everything like that, and all the big news. I mean, oh no, is it Watch Dogs Legions is going to run at 30 frames per second in 4K? Oh no,
a resolution that no one will actually notice.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be playing it at 1440, so
I'll be playing it at 4K.
Oh yeah, I know you will be.
Yeah, frame rate, as long as it's smooth. I think
that's the thing. I think people
don't want
get
a
caught
sharp
up.
drop. That's
No.
the thing you don't want.
You just want locked.
You'll notice that.
Yeah.
Just locked.
Yeah.
Just locked at 30. Job done.
Yeah, locked at 30, locked at 60, do what you want, as long as it is fixed.
Yeah. Final thought, the human eye can't see more than 30 frames per second anyway.
Yes, it can.
I
Unless
know.
you're colourblind, and who knows what I see.
Stu actually only sees the world at 10 frames per second.
Yes,
Yeah.
We're like constantly buffering to him.
It's like South Park episode everywhere.
But anyway, thank you very much for joining us once again. And please, if you find us on social media, let us know you've listened to the podcast. Let us know what you think, and give us a suggestion of a topic that we can cover. We're always looking for fun and interesting topics to cover on these podcasts. And quite frankly, we're running out of ideas. We're not, though. We're not. I mean, we might do one podcast just completely on Game Pass.
Oh, wow.
Or WoW. Yeah. Or WoW. Yeah. We're not running out of ideas.
No.
No. Don't believe you. But guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We have been Thumb Culture, and this has been a TC Talks podcast. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.